Welcome into the Scottie Sports Network. Mike Smith with you, of course, and joined by former Scottie and now New England Patriot Brandon King. Brandon, thanks for taking the time, of course, to chat with me, but also taking the time to come back to your old stopping grounds here in Highland. And first off, what's it like to be back here at Highland?
It's good to be back. It's a couple things have changed. New field out here, but for the most part, it's same old Highland that I'm accustomed to. So it's great being back here. I've been trying to get back here for a few years now and just talk to some of the guys. I feel like I'm still in the exact same place that I was here, same work ethic. So it's beautiful being back and, all the hospitality being back also.
Before we get to your time here at Highland, congratulations on your new deal with New England, a 2-year deal that you signed there. And I know you told me when we were walking around checking out the campus that that's not going to change your mindset as far as working, and kind of a mindset that was probably instilled in you being here at Highland, that you keep working. And is that kind of the idea you go into with season 4 coming up?
Yeah, for the most part, it was great signing the contract, but contracts are it's just a contract. For the most part, you still got to go in every year and earn your keep. No one's going to hand you anything, especially with so many guys coming into the league each year, so many people wanting that opportunity to, be a better person for, their family. And so the grind never stops. You can never get accustomed to anything that you're used to. Everything is a different entity within itself. So you just got to continue to work and, just remind yourself of what, got you in the position that you're in, that I'm in today.
You got 2 years here at Highland. You went to Auburn after that, and then into the league as an undrafted free agent with New England, and had to work your way up in the New England system as well. And you got to, carve out a spot on the special teams, be an impact player there, and went to the Super Bowl, won it a couple years ago. Obviously, last year in the Super Bowl as well. What's it just been like to be able to achieve that dream of NFL and being able to play with an organization like the Patriots?
Honestly, looking back at it, doesn't feel like me that did it. It's been amazing the opportunities that I've been able to have and go as far as I have so far. Just working with a great group of guys, a championship team it's been just eye-opening. Playing in the Super Bowl was a big dream come true. I got to do it twice in the last 3 years, so it's a hell of a great accomplishment, man. So I'm really enjoying it. Just trying to just take everything that I learned from those few years and try to move on and continue to be a impact player and stay relevant in the NFL.
You was an impact player here for sure. You were all-time leader in career tackles with 199, 122 your sophomore year, which is the most in a single season, and those records still stand. And I know Coach Arnold, you got to talk to him a little bit, and Coach Rimmers as well, watching some practice and stuff. But when you were here, you necessarily didn't want to be here to start off, is what I was hearing. But Highland grew on you, and the opportunity was one that you kind of took advantage of and ran with. Yeah,
junior college is it's a second opportunity. It's a second chance. So when I first got here, it was it was me that put myself in the situation, and I was a little bit, mad at myself because I didn't really do any research on the school. Before I came here, I just was like, man, Highland sounds cool. So I ended up coming here, and my second year just, dawned on me like, hey, you need to make something out of this. You're here for a reason. You're 700-some miles away from your family. There's no one around, so you might as well get something out of this. And I was just working as hard as I could and just wanted to put everything that I could into it, just because my whole mindset from being in high school, middle school, I just never wanted to look back and say what if. And so far it's been working out for me. If I feel like I need to do something, I'm not going to take it and put it on the back burner. I'm going to make sure that I do it. So later on in life, the little things always make up the big things. You have to do the smaller things to get where you want to be in life. So it's been amazing, and this whole facility, this school has kind of made me grow up a little bit. It kind of changed me a little bit into just understanding that it is a second chance, and you can do some great things here, and just being proactive can take you anywhere you want to be. I've for 1 second I always wanted to play in the NFL, but when I got here, my dream was just making it to play in the SEC. So that was always my dream. And after I made it to the SEC, I'm like, now what? So I just wanted to just really work hard and just never have any regrets in that aspect.
I know you mentioned you've been wanting to come back, and obviously now seeing the turf football field going in and the new stuff that coming around. And what kind of makes you love Highland so much and remember it so fondly that you keep up and you see all these improvements?
Well, it's just like I said, it was just a nice stepping stone. It didn't always go the way I wanted it to go. My first season wasn't exactly how we wanted it to end. But at the end of the day, you're here and you're working, and you have to get things out of the bad things. Even when you have bad things, you have to understand that life goes on. So it's just me. I grew up with a lot of guys here, and from all different parts of the United States. I got here, I met guys from South Carolina, Atlanta. I met some guys from down the street, in Kansas. I met some guys California. It's just a whole different group of people. I came from high school, and all I knew was Alabama. Growing up in the state of Alabama, you just got Auburn football, you got Alabama football, and other than that, it's pretty much a closed door. You don't really hear much about anything else. There's no NFL team, no Major League Baseball team, nothing like that. So all it is just Alabama and Auburn football, and I had every intention on going back to Alabama and Auburn, or one of those schools, preferably Auburn. To be honest, I came here as a Auburn fan. So, but by the time my second year got around, I took all my Auburn stuff down. I was like, it's a whole world out there, and Highland opened up my eyes to that. It's a lot of, really big and really great schools all across the nation that are playing, quality football, and that can help me, accomplish my dream. So, it's just everything in that aspect is it's just great being here and actually looking back, and sometimes it wasn't the prettiest sight, being here, but it ended up, working out for me.
You've been reminiscing just in the time we've been able to walk around about some of your games and things like that. Anything you remember, or anything that kind of jogged your memories since being back here now? Some fond memories you take away from your game time or just being on campus?
Well, as soon as I got back here, all I was thinking about is when I first got here my second year, Coach Arnold was a strength coach, and just taking us into that wellness center and pretty much just working us to the point where my legs were shaking every time I left there. So that part, I kind of came in it to like, man, I'm just gonna do bare minimum. But by the end of about halfway through the conditioning period, I just started thinking like, man, I'm just about to work and just try to do all I can while I can. And I ended up doing pretty well and tested, pretty much off the charts. And when they told me what I ran, like I said, I ran like a 4.3 something here. Like I'm always the person, like I never wanted to have the big head, and I still don't till today. So when they said that I ran it, I was, pretty much blown away. And like I was like, you sure it was me, type of person. But it just opened up my eyes to, that a lot of, anything's possible with, hard work and dedication. And never thought I would be in the state of Kansas in my life, and I'm back here again. So, and it's been great so far.
Nice. Well, hey, man, we're blessed to have you back on campus, and I want to wish you best of luck with the new contract and everything with New England. And thanks for coming back to Highland.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Brandon King, of course, New England Patriot and former Highland Community College Scottie football player, joining us on the Scottie Sports Network.